picks and bans. Smart on the blue side, RSG naman ang sasagot. Esmeralda taken out by Smart Omega, very, very smart. Again, tama lang yan. And then RSG, they need to respect the Selena.
Yeah, man. Giving the Selena to E to Max is not a good idea. Nakita natin yung RSG Philippines, how they use the vision of the Popol and Cuba. They don't want to give that out of the hands of Smart Omega. Kasi kung merong
Your team is banning.
vision of Smart Omega, that makes it easier for Chapno and for the rest of Smart Omega to move around and adjust and find positions in the map kung saan sila set up ng plays. So that was a good call there for RSG. Now, Smart Omega, tinanggal nila ang Lancelot. Pakito will still be open. So, Smart Omega, kung iiwan nila bukas ang Pakito, then they might be ready for that. Yung hinahanda nila is yung pang-counter sa Pakito na yun. Or RSG Philippines, baka sila naman ang magtanggal ng Pakito dito sa red side
Your
dahil
team
first
is
pick ang Smart
banning.
Omega.
Yep. We mentioned the Pakito na, guys, kung di nyo alam, isa si Demon Kite, isa si Caranto dun sa mga nagpauso nito in his rookie season in the MPL. So, I think you're right, Renmar. Talagang kailangan isipin ng Smart Omega, i-open ba natin yan? Lalo na naka 2 picks sila pagbalik. There goes the Valentina ban on the side of RSG. So, always, no, parang isa sa inyo eh. Either the blue side or the red side. Consider nyo na parang isa sa atin dapat guys mag-ban ng Valentina. Kung hindi, tayo rin yung mapapunish.
Mukhang baka ito rin yung mga magiging favorite band ng mga team sa upcoming season or this
Your
era we
team
find
is
ourselves sa
banning.
meta natin, Valentina. Sigurado ako kahit kayong mga nanonood ngayon, nararamdaman nyo din yung gaano mahirap labanan ng isang Valentina na magaling. And of course, all the mid laners in the pro scene, lahat yan malalakas. Kaya mo talaga ibigay
Your
yan.
team is picking.
Yep. And mukhang ayaw din ibigay ng RSG yung Pakito sa Smart Omega. Interestingly enough, first pick agad ng Omega on Glue. Wow! Ganun ka-importante si Glue sa meta, Renmar. Hindi sa binan, pinik agad.
Okay. So they first pick the Glue. So for RSG Philippines, and that ever since naman we started to notice how good Glue is, especially against Ube lineups that want to stick together. So for a team like RSG, again, knowing their death ball style, a Glue is a great pick to play against them. And at the same time, di naman sa play style lang sa pag sobrang laging apat or tatlo umiikot, the Glue will counter that. No, it's kung meron kang malakas na backline, like having a marksman hero in the backline, yung backline heavy marksman na gusto talaga sa likod siya, Glue will be able to disrupt that kind of playstyle, be able to disrupt that marksman. So, I'm starting to see kung bakit mataas yung yung reliance. No, hindi naman sa reliance. Yung pabor nila
Yung prayo.
sa Glue. Yung prayo nila sa Glue, actually first picking it. So, RSG, again, respecting, taking away that Kufra, and they have the Uranus on
Your
their side.
team is picking.
Okay. To be fair, Light Katipon has a solid Kufra as his professional play will show. Pero mukhang dahil dito sa dalawang hero na to, dahil dun sa Uranus and Kufra pick, sabi ng Omega, safe na yata na mag-Farsa. Dahil napakahalata kung papasukin tayo ng dalawang yan, ang dami ko kailangan gamiting resources. Kaya Gina, kahit na may 10 seconds extra itong Feathered Airstrike game na, it's okay, we'll invest in this. Plus the Aulus jungle. This has to be Aulus jungle.
Yeah, Aulus, the buff onto Aulus. Grabe. Kung nakalaban nyo si Aulus sa rank games nyo, kung bakit siya mas masakit, tinaasan nila ang physical attack growth per stack.
Your team
Dati
is
3 to 9,
banning.
ngayon 4 to 16. Munti ka na dumoble yung damage na pwede nyo makuha pag naka-max stack siya. So, that's from his passive, the Fighting Spirit. So, Aulus, makita natin dito if this is gonna be a good Aulus game kung bakit mataas na pick prior si Aulus or pick option siya sa jungle ngayon.
Yeah, I think Aulus, meron siyang parang effect na meron si Dairoth. So kung gusto mong mantunaw ng Uranus, okay na okay ka si Aulus. Hindi ko lang alam kung ano magiging interaction niya with Hayabusa dahil mas mabilis gumalaw si Hayabusa, mas mobile, na-kite. Very easy si Aulus. So we'll see. First phase, it looks like Smart Omega's playing the meta. Parang naiintindihan nila na ito kailangan natin gawin. RSG bringing back
team
sa
is
Hayabusa.
banning.
Second phase of banning, let's see RSG. Una na lang tatanggalin. Ano pa bang kulang sa
Your
Omega?
team is banning.
Roaming, ikaw na Rafaela. So talagang kino-corner nila dito. Si Joshua Mangilog.
Oo. Mukhang gusto nila i-force talaga yung, or if not corner, kasi may chance din naman na Smart Omega might be considering putting Glue in the roaming position, pero dahil sa mga adjustments kay Glue, literal na nakalagay doon sa patch notes, gusto namin i-improve yung capability niya sa XP lane. Baka sa XP lane pa rin makita natin yung Glue dito, yung
Your team
yung
is
Glue
banning.
ni Renjo. So, it's still a good decision for RSG to take away set-up tanks and set-up supports like Ruby. Pwede mo rin siya ilagay sa roaming position. So, again, sinuchoke nga ulit nila si Jackmo sa draft.
Wait, Renmar, mabasahin ko lang, with the Eve ban by Smart Omega, I feel like, I don't know, would you agree, baka makorner na sila sa Mangilog Matilda. Unless kunin ang RSG yan. Kasi pwede pa eh. Mangilog Matilda na lang. Ano pa ba pwede iba pang roamer? Estes?
Estes looks
Florin? Di ba parang,
won't work. Florin, maybe. Nakita natin, Hylos is still actually a really good option. Kung gusto nila kunin yun. But right now, RSG is not showing enough pieces to actually say that the Hylos would be a solid pickup for the team. Depende ata sa fourth pick dito ng RSG kung mag-Hylos ang Smart
Your
Omega.
team is picking.
Kasi Hylos plus the Olos. Grabe, makakarampa yung Olos na yun. Makakahabol talaga.
oh, ang daming os.
Daming os.
High loss, all loss. Pero Sicilian ang fourth pick ng RSG. So, interestingly enough, wala pa silang gold laner. Ewan ko lang kung biglang mag-gold lane Hayabusa to. Si Iakno, si Manaog, si Bong. Diba? I don't know if that's a thing that they want to do. Pero itong Sicilian, for sure, is gonna go into the mid lane.
Yeah, right now on the side of RSG, if they pick up a marksman, it has to be a marksman that is mobile or madami siyang control abilities. Kasi with the Uranus, with the Kufra, with the Hayabusa, magda-dive yung RSG sa backline eh. So you need a backline as well sa backline ng Omega. So para sa RSG, kailangan nila ng backline na makaka-survive sa mga dives ng Omega. Meron silang Glue, meron silang Johead din.
Yawn!
Johead, and they have an Olos. So yung nakita ko ngayon dito, yung mga backliners yung kawawa sa lineup na to eh. Kasi yung Smart Omega RSG, pareha silang maraming picks na pang-dive talaga ng backline. Yung hahabulin yung mga mages nyo, the Sicilian, the Farsa, the Oheb tuloy, the Clint. Sobrang iconic na eh. And of course, for RSG, kung sino man yung magiging marksman nila dito, I wouldn't be mad if they picked up the Brody again. Because that stun will be a big help.
Yes, gold laner, pwedeng Brody. But instead, it's going to be the Alice. Okay, so Iakno picks up the Alice. So Manawag Kingsley as special. Okay, not bad, not bad. So RSG, ang laro nila, gusto nila, Renmar, nagjo-jukes. Gusto nila in, out. And talagang lalaro nila yung backline potential nila dahil nga dun sa Johead pick at dun sa Glue pick ng Smart Omega. But so far, I'm liking that nailusot pa rin pala nila yung Johead. We forgot about Johead.
Yeah, Johead. Actually, even late into last year, late into 2021, kahit bukas si Johead, even the World Championships, teams were not picking him up. Even if he was, yes, he would be banned, but even if he's open, they're not gonna pick him up. Parang sanay na din yung mga players na kalabanin ng Johead. You know what to expect when you're up against him. But I actually like this Alice pick because that's one less target for the Johead to throw. Come to the mid game and late game, pag maganda na yung yung item builds dito ni Alice, when she has her items up, when she has a good amount of stacks, ayaw mo ibato yung Alice dun sa backline mo. Baka mabato mo pa yun sa backline. At the same time, you can use that Johead toss onto other key targets to disrupt their flow. Pwede mo i-disrupt yung flow ng Kufra, yeah, for that Kufra to not be able to set up. So, Johead, Chaknu, if he's gonna be the one playing the Johead, which I'm sure he will be, really needs to keep his eyes on the other target to disrupt.
Yep. Speaking of iba to, babatan natin sa laro. Let's go into game number 2. A lot on the line for Smart Omega here. Omega Esports, they wanna clutch this, they wanna force a game number 3. Pero tingnan natin kasi maganda rin ang lineup ng RSG Philippines. Ito na si Chak Mamba ejector onto 3. Binubuli niya, mag-isa siya. Binigyan niyo ng hero na komportable. Si Chak Mamba. O ngayon, ito na nangyari.
Makita natin dito another duel between Light and Chaknu. Ayun,
Ejector. Ito Max, and pinapaulan na ng skills and Light not gonna survive. First blood drawn by Kaidik. Ito Max, El Capitan gets one early, leading to what? 200, 300 gold lead.
Smart rotation there by Omega, and yes, all puns intended. Ito Max, na-gets din niya ng okay. Si Chuck, may nakita siyang umiikot dito, nakita niya si Light. Sige, pagkatapos ng minion wave clear, pupunta ako dun sa sali, doon ako sa kanila. And the same thing for Outplayed, mas mabilis siya mag-clear ng wave kumpara doon sa Alice, and he was able to rotate. So great start there for Omega Esports, and another one for Chuck baka.
Nako, muntik na. Pero si Demon, kahit wala pa siya nung shadow kill, so muntik na. Kung meron siguro one more minion, yan, nagka-shadow kill na siya. Pero I totally understand. And now it makes sense, Renmore, bakit pinik yung Farsa at hindi Eve? Kasi merong wings by wings yung Farsa. So Action Jackson mid ang gusto ng Omega.
Yeah. And Omega Esports, they have to play a fast-paced game, pero sila...
Chakno! Nahuli naman! Sabi ni Light, ako naman! Mangilog, panoorin mo to. Feathered Airstrike put in, Aqua, trading damage. Pero mukhang sisimulan dito. Demon Guy with a clutch retribution! Ninakaw! May shield sa RSG-PH dito! Pero pumapasok, split, Rendio naghahanap. Kadua, may mga sasakyan ka ba? Parang wala. They retreat. They let go.
Great response there by RSG Philippines. Nakita mo talaga tumaas yung confidence na lalo na pick off dun si Chaknu. Nung wala na yung joy ng Omega Esports, RSG Philippines have one less crowd control ability to worry about. Kahit na maggulo dun si Renjo sa side ng RSG, nakita natin isang retry lang makuha ng RSG yung Turtle. Great response there. Even ball game going to the 3rd minute.
1-1 in 3 minutes. Unang turtle na punta sa RSG Philippines. Pero yung Omega Esports, nakahanap sila ng farm elsewhere. I think dito yan, sa top lane. Sa top lane, si Outplayed, ang rookie, bagong salta sa Omega Esports, ay maganda ang hulog. And notice, ganito ako komportable. Si Chuck Mamba, si Joshua Mangilog, na mambuli or na mag-vision sa tatlo. Wala nangyari sa kanya, Ni flicker niya ginamit.
Tsaka sa Omega, yung sinasabi ko kanina, kailangan din nila itaas yung tempo ng laro. Kasi RSG Philippines, stack-based sila, Sicilian at saka si Alice. So kailangan din nila ng oras, hindi lang sa pag-build, sa pag-farm, parang pag-stack na mga passive nila. Because the more stacks they get, the more effective they are. Mas masakit yung mga damage nila, mas madami yung mana ni si Sicilian, mas masakit din si Alice. So Omega, nakita natin yung attempt doon ni Chaknu, trying to get a pick-off. So Omega also understand na okay, at some point kailangan na lang din natin mag-build ng mga magic defense Kasi halos magic damage lahat yung RSG Philippines Yung Uranus, Sicilian, yung Alice, yung Hayabusa sa team fight. Hindi naman masyado kataas yung damage niya. Kailangan sa pang pick off lang talaga.
You're right. Actually, now that you mentioned it, napaka-interesting ng draft ng RSG Philippines. And I think we have to give credit to one man here, Coach Panda, na isa ring gold medalist from 2019 na hindi natin nabanggit. Tingnan natin ngayon, that's the second turtle going over to RSG Philippines. Kinakasunod dito, Light goes down. It's not even a trade. 2 for none. Nakaisa doon si Outplay. So nabawian niya na. Si Kingslayer, Yaknu falls as well. So, Turtle Shields, not enough. Ang ganda rin ng burst ng Omega Esports. Early game, it goes to them. 3-1 now.
Yeah. Turtle goes to the side of Demon Kite. Omega Esports, good call by Kenji to try and defend. Could have been risky kasi tatlo yung mga miyembro ng Omega Esports doon sa top lane. Gusto nila subukan basagin yung Torre na yan. Pero at the same time, alam din ng RSG, hindi sila pwede magbigay ng Torre ganitong kaaga. They have to hold to those side lane turrets as long as possible para may oras si Alice at saka si Sicilian na mag-farm.
Now they catch the Mamba! Pero ang daming ginamit na resources doon ng RSG Philippines. Pero any win on the map, as you mentioned, Renmar, any win on the map, anything that they can get to make the game last as long as possible is going to go their way. So ngayon, equal na siya, ladies and gentlemen, 15K to 15K. Almost 6 minutes in. Instant replay. Tinan mo, ganun sila kagigil kay Mangilog.
Oh, laging handa ang RSG Philippines sa rotations at positioning ni Chakno na pinapanapan nila. Si Chakno umikot sa mapa, and there we go, RSG Philippines breaking the first turret. Pero kay Outplayed, good news is he made the most out of his farming time. And 102 in the stat line, he should have an okay amount of farm. He doesn't have to worry so much about not having his tower. Konting farm pa lang, pero not that much.
Oh! Natalo na dito si Mamba at siya ngayon ang matatakot papabagsakin yung Jawhead. Immediately, another pick-up on to Chakno. 0-3 and 2. Sa totoo lang, ang daming ginagawa ni Chakno ngayon. Playing vision, naghahanap siya ng pick-off. And in the face of this 3-man in mid for RSG Philippines, parang hirap na overload yung Jawhead.
RSG Philippines might be able to get this turtle again. Ryzen, nasa may Rock Orsa. Baka hindi makalapit dito ang Omega. Tignan natin.
Conceal play. Dito ni Ryzen. Nice retribution. Plus the Undying Fury. Pero it's not enough. Double kill right now for Caranto. Demon Kite gets through. Papasok naman ngayon si Iakno with the boom! Triple kill for Caranto. RSG Philippines won that engagement and more.
The counterplay of RSG Philippines. Sabi nila, okay, sign nyo na yung turtle, makakakuha kami ng 3 kills. Triple kill for Demon Kite na hindi na bago. At this point, he's experienced, he's a veteran. He's a one-season veteran for the pro scene. And what a play by RSG Philippines. Pero nakasagot ulit ang Omega Esports. A double kill para kay Outplayed. One of the rookies you have to watch out for this season.
Yep, si John Villa, pinakita niya, gutom din ako, gusto ko rin na maging katulad mo. Sabi nga ni Kuya Manjin, paano pag luma na siya? Ito yon, ito yung Prime Demon Kite 6-1-1 in 7:45. Pero, sige, mabalik tayo. I think, farm-wise, enough yun para makahabol ang Omega Esports. Pero parang hindi yata siya enough to make presence on the map. Kasi wala pa rin sila napupush. Sa baba, si Renjo is trying.
Yeah. Si Kenji, bilis niya mag-rotate. Of course, having that consecration to help him move faster around the map. That second skill, jump as well, helps cover some space. Light, maganda din yung rotation niya, but it's really just Kenji holding down that side lane up top. But on the other hand, it's also Iaknu doing a good job of handling that bottom lane. Pero baka mawala na yung bottom lane tower ng RSG Philippines. Nandito si Ryzen and Renjo. Tingnan natin kung makakatulong si Light sa depensa.
And si Iakno dito na medyo built naman ha, mid-game na tayo dito. And they're gonna take down the minion. That's a good recovery. It's a good defense from RSG. So wala pa rin mahanap ang Omega Esports. And here's that 8-minute Lord. This recent change really made the game so much more fast-paced. 8 minutes Lord.
Oo, ang bilis na mag-spawn ng Lord dito. But now RSG Philippines, hindi pa masyado mababa yung damage nila. Mataas pa rin yung damage output ng Sicilian and ng Alice at this point. Because at this point in the game, Omega Esports, they're on the way to still building more damage defense items. Kahit nakapag-Athena Shield ng Omega Esports, with the Alice and the Sicilian, you need more. So an Athena Shield, maybe with an Oracle if you like it, or preferably the Radiant Armor as well.
Oh! Light tatalon, Katipon finds one, and that's gonna be the Mamba overloaded. Feathered Airstrike, medyo bitin ang range ni Etomax. Pero mukhang panalo. Ang trade, Demon Kite taken down by Rendio, showing the strength of the recently buffed Blue. And there's the song, there's the with the transition dito, nag-grow as a player. Iakno, pero hindi kinaya. Super nan ang palitan. Ako, boss, pray for none gawin mo, sabi ni Outplayed. Acknowledge me. Welcome the pro scene.
Renjo with the glue. Tingnan mo, straight into the back line, disrupting Aqua, forcing the Sicilian back. Nakapag-ultimate na nga yung Sicilian. Tapos sabi niya, di pa ako tapos. Hahatakin ko si Aqua pabalik. Eventually, he'll go down. They help take down Demon Kite. Dahil na-split yung mga miyembro ng RSG, walang tulong dun si Iaknu. Renjo did so much for that team fight para makapaghanap ng panalo ang Omega Esports, and Omega Esports will take the first Lord of the game.
And here's the concealed play. Chakno going for the unstoppable force. The blood flow punish! Si Outplayed na naman! Ang kumain! Inihain sa kanya ni Renzio at ni Chakno. Siya ang nabubusog dito. 5-0-4. Tama ka, Renmar, tama ka. Si Renzio doon showing us, putting on a clinic, a seminar, a workshop on how to space out people with glue. Actually, kung maalala natin, di ba? Kahit na hindi pa binabuff si glue ng ganito, favorite na Renzio yan, si glue.
Oo, matagal na din yung nagagamit yung glue sa XP lane. Nakita natin doon yung mastery niya sa glue, being able to pull back Aqua, space out Aqua as well. And it's such a crucial moment nung nakapag-ultimate na doon yung Sicilian. And this is what I was saying earlier. Sa laban na to, yung mga backliners ng dalawang teams ay yung mga kawawa. But now, Omega Esports, tignan mo yung lead. Grabe, 6K with just 2 massive plays to turn it around. RSG, they might be able to defend.
Oh Lord, up top already. And Kenji, pinasabugan dito ni Etomax. And there's the clear from the inhibitor. Pero kulang. Ito na yung lakas din ng isang Olus. Pag may pinili siyang target at hindi mo makay, like a turret, sabog at sabog yan. So ngayon, again, same sentiments, Renmar. Saan galing yung lead na yun? Saan nila nahanap yung 7K gold lead nila ngayon? 12 minutes in.
All those kills from that exchange to the mid lane, nakuha nila yung Lord, ang dami nilang nabasag na torre. What a massive turnaround for Omega Esports, Jacknu!
Right! Ginawang bola! And there's the alley-oop! Down he goes! Bust the kill for Outplayed! I can smell the end, Omega Esports. They can do the same. Pero mukhang may makakadepende pa. For RSG Philippines, you have to respect the magic damage put on the board by the Sicilian and the Alice. Matter of timing. You're looking for one young with the eye to the back line. Down goes Ryzen. Pero may bawi pa rin sila. Down goes Kenji as well. Yakno, kinulang ng sustain. Double kill para kay Kapitan Kaidik. Down goes Jack Mamba. Demon Kite Boy pa. It's a 2-man defense. And 2 anti match na lang natira dito. Dalawa for each side. RSG Philippines, great defense on bottom lane.
That could have gone badly for both teams. First off, ang ganda ng initiation na ginawa ni Iaknu, suddenly going in with the flicker, with the blood and the blood ode. Pero si Renjo, natulungan din niya ang Omega Esports na makasurvive pa sa laban niyo na mas matagal, na zone out niya ulit yung backline ng RSG Philippines. Pero again, because of the heavy magic damage of the Alice, of the Sicilian, at the same time, ang sakit na din ang damage ni Demon Kite, Omega Esports were not able to turn that fight around. RSG Philippines were able to hold on. I'd consider that a win para sa RSG Philippines kasi they were able to defend.
Oh, Kenji, na-ejector palikod. Aqua running away. Ramdam na nila, respect, Rendio, split. So again, a close call could have been disastrous for RSG Philippines. Ina-acknowledge pa rin nila rin yung 5K gold din ng Omega Esports. That's what, 2 items?
2 items in general, and Omega Esports, Outplayed and E2Max have been positioning very well sa mga skirmishes, sa mga team fights. Alam natin, the range of Clint isn't that much, but if you can find the sweet spot of your positioning, and of course having 2 frontliners na pwede mag-peel, mag-disrupt, mag-crowd control in the glue, in the jawhead, it's perfect for Clint, and it's also perfect for the Farsa. Both teams have great lineups. At this point in the game, sa execution na lang natin makikita. At para sa Omega Esports, kamusta na nga ba yung mga items nila? Do they have enough magic defense items is the biggest question for them right now.
Yeah, I think na-mention mo kanina, the Oracle is gonna play such a big role here. Pero in their case, baka nga Atinas. Kasi yung Omega Esports, ang main sources ng damage nila, Burst. Di ba? Si Outplayed at saka si Etomax, yung Clint at yung Farsa. So, looking at the items now, tama, it's the Atinas and for RSG Philippines, wala, damage talaga. They're trying to build up that damage.
Yeah. And this is a problem for RSG Philippines. Outplayed is a problem for RSG Philippines. Also, E2Max. But that Clint, yung full combo ng Clint, sobrang sakit. And Renjo, ginagawa niya lahat para ma-zone out lang si Yakno at Aqua. Wow!
Yep. Worth it. I mean, for that free Lord, the second Lord of the game na Luminous ngayon, 15-minute mark, pwede, dapat babagsak pa dito si Light. No immortality on the Kufra. So, plus a free pick-off, why not?
Bad news para sa RSG Philippines. Baka naaamoy ko na ang game number 3. 25 seconds bago makabalik dito sa Light. And you said it earlier, the crucial thing is walang immortality dito si Light. Susubukan lang niya mag-set up at least one to get out of there. But now we're seeing, at this point of the game, sobrang problematic ang glue para sa lineup ng RSG Philippines.
Wala sila nung natural predator, wala sila nung natural counter lord dito sa loob ng base nila. Pero the airstrike, lalapag na ni Etomax. Down goes Aqua, taken out by Ryzen. Sila tumahabol. Yakno goes down, that's 2 main damage source. Kenji falls as well. It's over. Omega Esports takes game number 2. Guys, ang bungad pa lang to ng 2022 National Team Selection. Siyempre, magiging